All right, I'm going to talk you through the task for today, and you're going to be making a 1,000 cubic centimeters. Remember, hopefully you've seen the last video, that much water would be 1 litre, and that much water would weigh 1 kilogram. And water, it being the most plentiful resource, is the kind of unit of measurement that kind of brings it all together. So you're going to be making one of those and using it to find some things in your house that are roughly 1,000 cubic centimeters, and also to estimate the volume of other objects in your house. For example, I'm looking at the printer here, and I could kind of start to get a bit of an idea as to how many cubic centimeters that might be. So one of the attachments is to print out the net. Now it's not a net. Sorry, I couldn't fit the net of one of these onto one sheet. So I've put it onto 3. So you'll have to print it out and cut it so you've got your 3 rectangles, and then make the folds along a thicker line. You can see that line's a little bit thicker there. And if you don't have a printer, that's fine. You can just use your maths book and cut it out. So they are 10 by 10 squares, and you might want to do 10 by 20s and just do that 3 times. You may want to stick it onto cardboard or something thicker so that you get one that's a bit more robust than this one. This one's pretty flimsy, but it's doing the job. Okay, so once you've got it, this is a task for you and not for mum and dad or anyone else at home. Okay, this is your task for today, to figure out how to stick these together so that they turn into a cube. And it is a trial and error. You might get it wrong, and that's great. Okay, because it's not a mistake. It's a way that you've discovered that it doesn't work. So figure it out. Get the sticky tape out, sticky tape them up. It's not art class, okay? This is maths. We're going to get some things wrong, and that's fine. So once you've got your cube here, you're going to find some things at home which are roughly the same size as this. So you could give them an approximate measurement. They're about 1,000 cubic centimeters. You might find some things that are heaps bigger, and we've got our... there we go, that was funny. We've got our printer here, and you can see that I could use this to measure how many... Oh, gee, I wonder how big that would be. Okay, so that is the task for today. Okay, so we're looking at volume. How many cubic centimeters do things around your house take up? And it's interesting to note that there's 1,000 of them in here. Okay, so an understanding of 3D shapes is important too. So you can kind of switch that part of your brain on and have a crack. But remember, the task is not for you to take to mum and dad and say, "Hey, can you help me with this?" This is a figure it out. You can cut. You can stick it together, you can figure it out. And if you muck it up, that's fine. It's all part of the learning. So really important.